Hey, it's Jamie, and today we're rehashing Exodus 7 to 12. In today's chapters, because yesterday was a cliffhanger, God says that he's made Moses like a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron his prophet to help with the words, and he instructs him to say everything he commands. So without questioning his purpose, Aaron and Moses head back over to the Pharaoh, and although Moses and Aaron show him the snake trick where their staff turns into one, the Pharaoh's magicians can easily replicate it, so Pharaoh doesn't think that's really a big deal. So then Moses eventually does the blood trick, filling the rivers and the jugs with water turned to blood. But the magicians replicate it, and then we're back to square one again. The Lord sends Aaron to dip the staff in all the canals and waterways, sending a plague of stinky old frogs. And the Pharaoh's like, okay, white flag, get those frogs gone, and you and your people can go to your 3-day little vacay. So Moses cries out to the Lord, and the Lord vanquishes all the frogs just like that. But tricky Pharaoh's like, psych, and still won't let them go. Then Aaron waves the staff around again, and a plague of gnats hits Egypt like a ton of gnats. And even the magicians are like, okay, these boys are the real deal. But the Pharaoh wouldn't listen. Then come the flies. And the flies don't land on the Lord's people this time, just the Egyptians. So then the Pharaoh gives in again, giving Moses permission to take his people and go for the 3 days. So the Lord then removes the flies, and tricky Pharaoh's like, dude, how dumb are you people? Of course I'm not letting you go. I just wanted to get rid of the flies and crap. This goes on and on through the plagues on Egyptian livestock, hail, boils, locusts, darkness, and then finally, the Lord tells Moses this laundry list of instructions, including putting the blood of the lamb he's about to eat above every Israelite door. And as a result, every Egyptian's firstborn would die that very night. Dun dun dun, how do you like me now, Pharaoh? Because of course this includes the Pharaoh's boy, so all of a sudden you could only hear wailing throughout Egypt due to the massive amount of loss, but no Israelites were harmed, and the Pharaoh finally in this relents in terror and tells him to go, get out of here, go for your 3-day vacay. So Moses, with his huge instructions, gets everyone together, and just counting the men, there were over 600,000 of these slaves, and thanks to the Lord, they got the heck out of Dodge. So here's my takeaway, and something I noticed as I read along the plagues. God didn't just harden Pharaoh's heart and make him say no for smiles and giggles. In fact, God sent Moses and Aaron to perform signs and wonders first, trying to make the Pharaoh believe, and the Pharaoh refused. Free will, man. Then, during the first plague, the blood plague, the Pharaoh hardened his own heart, just like he did during the gnats, the flies, the livestock, the hail. And the hail. The Egyptians considered the Pharaoh to be a god, or godlike, and I'm pretty sure Pharaoh knew all along what he was dealing with here, but believing in the Lord would have upheaved his whole station in life, his entire country, his wealth, everything. So the Pharaoh wasn't capable of losing everything to believe in one thing, if that makes sense. Losing everything to believe in one thing. So the Lord hardened his heart for the plague of darkness, the plague of boils, and when it counted the most, the Lord ensures that no other Egyptian will consider the Pharaoh or his son the incarnation of a god ever again. The Lord purposefully hardened his heart for that last plague, says so in the Bible, killing the firstborn sons of all Egyptians. When Pharaoh realized that his boy was dead, it was then and only then that he truly gave Moses and Aaron the permission to take his entire people and get the heck out of there. He wanted nothing to do with this actual God or the people he protects. How often do we, in life, stop listening to the Lord in order to satisfy our own desires like the Pharaoh? We stop listening because we don't want to do it his way. Rather, we want to do it our own way. We want to succeed at it. We don't want to hear what he has to say about it, so we stop listening. We have all done that. I know I have for sure. Whether we're polluting our bodies with cigarettes or alcohol or drugs, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to quit. And we don't want to know what he has to say about it. But we know those things cause damage to our minds, to our bodies, to our families. But we keep on trucking with our ears closed. It's only when we stop and listen to the Lord that we can truly heal from these negative forces. It's only when we listen to him and follow his words that we can break chains and find success. So this morning, on your own, pray for the Lord to open your ears and give you the strength to beat down and overcome whatever it is that's keeping you from his path. Never be afraid of worldly outcomes when you are following heavenly influences. Does that make sense? I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Tomorrow we're reading Exodus chapter 13. I think just chapter 13 if you want to read ahead. And don't forget to say your prayers. This is the Bible in a Year theme song.